Let's just get right into Sigfredo Garcia's prison file. We see a couple of incidents in Sigfredo's prison file, including the existence of escape paraphernalia. And let me explain to you what exactly this is. Before I jump into the other incidents, let's look at this 6-foot rope that was fashioned out of a bed sheet found under the bunk above his locker top. And then also they had found possession of a cell phone charging cord and pieces under the lip of his locker drawer. And also this was on 4/4/23. And as I scroll through, we also see some evidence pictures that we'll get into that incident later. And these weapons that Sigfredo had allegedly fashioned and used in a alleged incident. And this is the 6-foot rope that was said to have been escape paraphernalia. So let's go ahead and look at some more of these incident reports. All right, here is the actual disciplinary report. This is the possession of cellular device 4/4/2023. The statement of facts include that inmate Garcia Sigfredo is in direct violation of rules prohibited of conduct code. Unauthorized possession or use of cellular telephone or any other device of wireless communication device or any components of peripherals to such devices, including but not limited to SIM cards, Bluetooth items, batteries, charging device. On April 4th, 2023, at approximately 9:40 a.m., I searched inmate Garcia's assigned bunk and locker, looking for potential weapons that was used in a previous incident. Then I discovered several pieces of phone charge under the front lip of the locker. The charger pieces were confiscated, photographed, and a chain of custody initiated. Inmate Garcia was placed into administrative confinement pending disposition of this report. Then we have another incident that same day, possession of escape paraphernalia. Inmate Garcia Sigfredo is being charged with prohibited conduct 3-2, possession of escape paraphernalia. On April 4th, 2023, I was assigned as the second shift supervisor. At approximately 9:40 a.m., I was conducting a search of where inmate Garcia was housed. I discovered a homemade rope approximately 6 feet long made from several sheets braided together. The rope was confiscated, photographed, a chain of custody initiated. Inmate Garcia was placed on administrative confinement status pending disposition of this report. So here's another infraction to do with this same date. Inmate Garcia Sigfredo is being charged with violation of Chapter FAC rules of aggravated blank on an inmate April 4th of 2023, an altercation that occurred behind C dormitory between inmate blank and inmate Garcia Sigfredo. At approximately 9:05 a.m., observed on a fixed wing camera E dormitory, inmate Garcia strike inmate blank about the head with what appeared to be an improvised weapon. Inmate Garcia then departed the area, proceeded to wing 2 of E dorm. Inmate Garcia was restrained and escorted blank and labeled in confinement pending disposition of this report. Goes on to talk about several pieces of the cell phone charger found under the front loop of inmate Garcia's assigned locker. They also discovered that sheet that had been braided, forming a rope under his bunk between the lock top and the bed. This contraband was photographed and the chain of custody was initiated. Then it goes on to talk about this fight that happened that morning on the 4th. Both inmates were restrained and escorted. Both inmates' property was inventoried by Officer C. Smith and Officer G. Hendricks. The video of the incident was poor quality due to the distance from the camera, and Captain Murphy did not retrieve the footage. Both inmates remain on administrative confinement. Inmate blank was placed in confinement under Code A5. Pending imposed protection. Inmate Garcia was placed in confinement, Code 17, pending discipline for 1-10 aggravated blank. 3-14 possession of a cell phone, components, and possession of escape paraphernalia. Both inmates' identification cards were deactivated by Sergeant Staggs. So then it goes on to talk more about this incident. Inmate appeared to be cut multiple times on the left side of face. Inmate was escorted to medical treatment, received pre-confinement assessment. There you have it. It doesn't seem like any of these injuries were life-threatening towards the inmate. It was caught on camera, although it was a little bit fuzzy. Sigfredo has been moved to a new prison. We don't know if it's because of these incidents, but after this incident with the contraband, he was placed on administrative confinement. And I guess he woke up that day and chose violence, and seems like he is where he belongs. I hope that you find this information valuable. Seems like Sigfredo has a history of violent aggression now, so I will keep you updated as needed on these incidents in the future. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and liking and subscribing.